The political storm next we are tracking in Washington over Donald Trump's Supreme Court pick. In a move that appears to break with the White House messaging, Donald Trump is targeting Kavanaugh's accuser, Christine Blasey Ford. Let's go to Lindsay Duncombe, who's in Washington on this story. He has been veering closer and closer to an outright attack on Christine Blasey Ford for days now. And last night at that rally in Mississippi, it was pretty astounding stuff. What did he say?
Well, he said it in absolute contrast to what he said immediately after Blasey Ford's testimony, when he called her a very credible witness. But last night, he was speaking about the fact that Blasey Ford was not able to give detailed information about the night that the alleged assault occurred, and he essentially mocked her. Here's the president.
36 years ago, this happened. I had one beer, right? I had one beer. Well, do you think it was? Nope, it was one beer. Oh, good. How did you get home? I don't remember. How'd you get there? I don't remember. Where is the place? I don't remember. How many years ago was it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What neighborhood was it in? I don't know. Where's the house? I don't know. Upstairs, downstairs, where was it? I don't know. But I had one beer. That's the only thing I remember.
Obviously fueling the crowd there of Trump supporters. And it comes, Heather, on the same day that Donald Trump said that this is a very difficult time, a scary time for young men in America because of the possibility of false accusations. The lawyers for Blasey Ford were very quick to respond to that last night. Here's what they said in a tweet. They called it a vicious, vile, and soulless attack on Ford, going on to say, is it any wonder that she was terrified to come forward and that other sexual assault survivors are as well, calling her a remarkable profile in courage, saying that the president is a profile in cowardice. So certainly this is something that people here in Washington are reacting to today. One of the important reactions is that of Senator Jeff Flake. He, of course, is the Republican senator that put the deal in motion to have this week-long delay into the FBI investigation into those sex assault allegations. He was asked about what the president said last night. Here was his response.
There's no time and no place for remarks like that, but to discuss something this sensitive at a political rally is just it's just not right. It's just not right. I wish he hadn't have done it. Just to say it's kind of appalling.
So, Senator Jeff Flake there alongside Democratic Senator Chris Coons, and you remember it was Flake who convinced, or it was Coons who convinced Jeff Flake to hold out for that new FBI investigation into Kavanaugh. So fitting to listen to them this morning, because we're hearing, Lindsay, new developments around that probe. It could be coming to an end very soon.
Yeah, there is some sense that it could come to an end as early as today or wrap up on Friday. They are still doing interviews, but clearly the White House and the Republicans want this to end fast. And one of the big questions, Heather, is how much of the FBI's report or conclusions that the senators get to see before they cast their votes will actually be made public, because this is such a divisive issue across the United States. So we're waiting to find out about that. In the meantime, the story continues to move on and to develop. Chuck Grassley, the Senate Judiciary Chair, has leaned out to Ford's lawyers. They want more details about specifics in her testimony. Also, there is more tweeting from Michael Avenatti. He is saying that there is another woman who can swear to the behavior of Brett Kavanaugh in his high school days at parties. Unclear if any of that would be part of an ongoing investigation, but unlikely at this late stage in the game, and especially considering the respect that the Republicans have for Avenatti, which isn't much. So certainly this story continues to have momentum as we go to that deadline. Mitch McConnell wants to have at least a procedural vote starting on Friday.
Lindsay, thank you very much. Tracking the latest developments for us in Washington, our Lindsay Duncombe.